Get ready for the Cindy Davis Show.
Thank you for tuning in to the Cindy Davis Show. My guest today has been a rock and an inspiration to the Sunnyside community here in Houston for over 44 years. Glenda Jemison, along with her two sons, are the owners and operators of the legendary Franklin Beauty School. Their success has led to the launch of Houston Beauty, a new reality show airing on the Oprah Winfrey Network. Help me welcome to the show Miss Glenda Jemison.
Thank
Welcome
you.
to the show.
Thank you.
And thank you for inviting me here at Franklin Beauty School. It's lovely here.
Thank you.
And I've never been here, but
No.
but it's such an honor. I've heard so much about it. So your husband's grandmother actually started the school back in 1914. Is that correct?
1915.
1915. Okay.
That's correct.
Okay. Well, tell me about that.
My husband's grandmother started the school in 1915. Her daughter and daughter's husband, who's my husband's parents, then took over the schools. And then my husband and I became third generation owners. And now my two sons work in the school. So 4 generations of Franklin Beauty School. We have never closed our doors. We've been
Wow.
open continuously for almost 100 years.
Wow, that is some testimony. How did you and your husband meet?
I'm from New Orleans.
Oh.
Yes, and one of my girlfriends that I went to school with in New Orleans, she had a friend, a boyfriend from Houston. And so her boyfriend's friend was friends with my husband. And so they introduced me to my husband, Ron Jemison. And 8 months later, we were married.
Wow, that is something. 44 years.
And we've been married 44 years. Yes.
What is his role here at Franklin?
He is the CEO. And he does a lot of the, administrative bills, just really and truly anything.
Yeah.
Anything.
Anything. And so your position is director.
I'm president director. I help students with financial aid. Basically, I do a little of everything except teaching. Counseling students, like I say, anything. I'll pick up trash if I need to off the floor.
Had you not become the director of Franklin Beauty School, what do you think your career choice would have been?
Well, actually, my career choice was to be a French teacher. I have a degree from Dillard University to teach French in high school. But when I got married, and I graduated from Dillard one week, got married the next week, and moved to Houston. And about a couple of months later, while I'm in the process of trying to get a job here in Houston to teach school, my father-in-law said to me, I want you to take the cosmetology course. And I thought he was losing his mind because I never had a desire to do hair, never.
Wow.
But I was obedient. I took the course, and then he said, I want you to take the instructor's course. So I said, okay. And about 1 week before I got my license, he purchased school number 2, and he made me the manager at 23 years old.
At 23 years old. Wow.
Yes.
And your two sons, what are their positions here?
My two sons are, we call them, one takes care of registrations and, they both do the same thing. They register students, they advertising, just really anything. They brought in new ideas. It was very refreshing for them to come in because I remember we used to have this building all painted white. And when they came in, it was like, we got to put some color in the school. So they and they, like I say, They take care of making sure that we're on top of the curriculum, like, you know, the natural hair is coming back or is back. And so we have to keep updated in the school to make sure our students get everything they need to work in the salon.
And what, besides cosmetology, do you actually teach your students? You teach them ethics or and things like that?
Well,
Or what
yeah,
else?
we as a part of their training, we have to teach them how to get along with each other, customer service, how to react in the salon with other salon workers in your salon. And they could do that by learning how to work with each other in school because of the students. They're side by side. They work on each other. And so, yeah, we teach them everything we think they need to have to be successful, in addition to all of the cosmetology training. And I think our school is unique because I think we go a little further with that. Our students have all kind of personal issues, all kind. 5 babies by 5 daddies.
Oh.
Financial problems, parents on drugs, no parents, you know, etc. All kind of things. And I think we're one of the few schools that take time to talk with the students. For every behavior there's a cause, right?
Yes.
So we try to find out what is it that's interfering with your training. And we try to guide them. We may have to send them off to counseling. I pray with them. I try to encourage them, to try to get them to see who's causing your problems. 9 times out of 10, it's you. And so I spend a lot of time with them, with their personal issues, because we want them to learn, not just learn cosmetology and get your license, because you could get your license and have all kind of issues, and you won't be successful. So we do that here. We're full of love, compassion. You know, every morning we have a circle and we say a prayer.
Oh, every morning.
Every morning. We have sayings that we print out for them to say about goals that they have. And so, you know, like I say, we do more than just train them cosmetology.
Yes, that sounds like a pillar in the community.
We think we are.
What qualifications do potential students have to enroll in Franklin?
They have to have a high school diploma or GED if they want financial aid. And everybody's going to want financial aid because everybody can't pay out of pocket.
Yes.
And so the federal rule is that they have high school diploma or GED, and they just changed that rule about a year ago. It used to be they could take an ability to benefit test if they didn't have high school diploma or GED to be eligible for financial aid, but now they have to have it.
Wow, wow.
Yeah, and of course they have some kind of interest in the field, and basically that's the basic qualification.
So your school is almost a century. How many students have graduated from Franklin Beauty College?
It's amazing that you asked that question because
Really?
I've been asked that so much yesterday and today. It's unreal. We don't have a count, but we know it's tens of thousands.
Wow.
Because we've been in business so long. And if you look at some of the old graduation pictures on the wall, you see we always had a lot of students at Franklin that graduated. And so we would say tens of thousands of students.
Tens of thousands
and
of
they're all
students.
over the country. I remember my father-in-law was in France one time, and he ran into one of Franklin's graduates. I can't go anywhere. That's why I always have to make sure my hair is done right. I am not going to the store with rollers.
I know
nothing
that's
like that.
right, and you are
Because
lovely.
every time I go in the store, sometimes I remember the person that say, "Hey, Miss J."
Yeah.
And sometimes I don't, but they don't know I don't remember 'em because
Yeah.
I said, "Oh, hi, how you doing? Are you still
Right.
working?" Blah blah blah. You know. So.
That is so nice of you. Of course, of course. I wanted to ask you also, what your school is. How do you control the drama?
Well, I have help. You know.
Yeah.
I have help with my daughter-in-law now works here, and of course my son, Sean, he's at this location, and we try to, the drama, we try to get a hold of it, and then the student goes in Miss J's office, or Mr. Sean will talk to him, or Miss J Jr. will talk to him now. But that help just came.
Oh, okay.
I didn't always have that kind of help. They always would wind up in Miss J's office. And try to get down to the bottom, what in the world is going on.
So you're kind of like the principal as well, if you will.
Well, no, they call me Mama J.
Yeah, we're going to get to that.
Oh,
we're going to get to Mama J. We're going to get to Mama J.
Kind of like the counselor.
Yeah, the counselor. Does, we were talking about graduates earlier, do they ever come back to you and say thank you for your help? All the time, you're shaking your head like yes.
We get that all the time, and that helps us to continue doing what we're doing because we see students appreciate what we do. So yeah, I was telling a story the other day about one of my main challenges, a student. She had so many issues, but she was a good student in terms of skills.
Okay.
But all of the issues she had could have prevented her from getting her license and going to work in a salon. I made her my challenge. Okay. And every day I would pull her in my office and talk to her about just what's going on, try to tell her this is what you need to try, you need some guidance, and that girl turned her life around.
Oh,
and when she came back in here after she got her license and started working, she showed me so much appreciation, and we were both crying.
Oh my goodness, I'm gonna have to stop you there. That's a beautiful story. We're gonna go to break, and when we come back, we'll be talking more with Miss J. Stay tuned to the Cindy Davis Show. We'll be right back.
Oh, those boys are much too much. Those boys are much too much. We got the spirit. We're hot. We can't be stopped. We got the spirit. We're hot. We can't be stopped. We're gonna beat them and bust them.
The smallest moments can have the biggest impact on a child's life.
Let's get a little bit rowdy. R-O-W-D-Y.
Take time to be a dad today. Call or visit fatherhood.gov to learn more.
I'm home, and I love it. I'm home where I belong. I'm home, and I love it. I'm home where I belong.
It's always nice to come home. But these days, many Americans are at risk of foreclosure and losing their homes. Making Home Affordable is a free program from the U.S. government that has already helped over 1 million struggling homeowners like these. And we want to help you.
I'm home, and I love it. I'm home.
Find out now what your options are. Go to makinghomeaffordable.gov or call 1-888-995-HOPE. The sooner you act, the better chance we can help you.
I'm home, where I belong.
The average text takes your eyes off the road for nearly 5 seconds. Stop the texts. Stop the wrecks. Visit us at stoptextsstopwrecks.org.
Welcome home, man.
Welcome back to the Cindy Davis Show, and I'm talking to Miss J. Glenda Jimerson of Franklin Beauty School. That was some testimony you were telling me about the young lady who turned her life around. What is she doing now?
She's a very successful hairdresser. So she's been doing hair for about 5 years. And she's very successful. She still communicates with me about once or twice a year. So I know her life is still going pretty good.
Okay. Oh, that's great. Now, I want to know, how surprised were you when you got the call to do a reality show with OWN?
Okay, OWN did not call us.
Okay.
Our production company called and spoke with one of my sons, Sean, and said, we would like to do a reality show with Franklin Beauty School. And we were like, what? We never thought about doing a reality show, never said we wanted one, just never did. But we decided to go for it. So the production company came down and shot a pilot and shopped it around to the networks. And several networks wanted it, but the production company decided to go with the Oprah Winfrey Network. So when they came back to us and told us who was going to air our show, Houston Beauty,
Yes.
we freaked out.
How did you freak out? I want to
We
know
were
every
so
detail.
surprised, so surprised. Let me tell you, we have a Black History Month program every February, and we try to get somebody some star or somebody as a guest speaker. And I have been trying to get Oprah Winfrey for years and never was able to get her. And look at us now.
Well, isn't that something? That is something to applaud. God
So
is
maybe
good.
one day we'll get her.
Maybe one day now you will.
Yeah, but they are so excited. We haven't met Oprah yet, but we met two of her top executives. They came to Houston and treated us real well. And I hear from them regularly about how excited they are about the show and how good they think the show is. So.
I've seen the previews and it looks like it's going to be very colorful.
Yes, ma'am. You will see A, and you'll see us take it all the way to Z.
So how did you celebrate this
Oh, we really didn't. You
success?
know, we're still trying to keep our feet on the ground.
Of course you keep
Okay.
your feet on the ground. You are so sweet.
I mean, yeah, we don't want to just get a big head and, oh, look at us now, we're a star. And, oh, you know, we don't do that kind of stuff. We're so happy.
Yes.
We don't regret it. You know, saying yes to the reality show.
Yeah.
And I'm sure, well, we're going to have a watch party for the first series that's happening Saturday on November 2nd.
Yes, I heard
So we're
about
going to have a
that.
watch party, and that should be exciting.
That is
And
a-
looking forward to tonight. To see
Yes.
the sneak peek.
I think that is awesome. So did y'all go out and did you celebrate with your family? Did you go to dinner? You didn't do any of that?
No, we really didn't. Not as a not together as a family. Now the production company took us out. Took the
Oh.
family out to dinner.
Oh, okay.
Several times. Actually, at first they even came to my house and to film me cooking a family dinner.
Oh, okay.
And so I laid it out for them, you know, because you know I'm from New Orleans.
I
know
know
how to
that's
cook.
right.
I
We
love
gotta-
to cook.
Oh, well, please invite me next time you cook a meal. Are you from New Orleans? So, how was it? How was the transformation for you to have cameras in your face all day?
Very, very, very different. Mic'd up all day, forgetting that I got a mic on. Saying things that I don't want nobody to hear.
That's probably
People
make
have to
good
say,
TV, though.
You got that mic on. I said, oh, Lord.
That's what make good TV. Did they keep that or what? Probably.
We'll see. We'll see. I know one thing, every time I had a situation that was out of hand, a good situation, the cameras come running. So they heard everything I said all day.
Yeah.
And you know, since they're gone, we're finished shooting this series. Sometimes I still think I have a mic on. I have to remember, oh no, the mic is gone.
Boy, you're traumatized now, in a good way, though.
Yes.
Tell me about the new reality show. What is it about?
The reality show is actually about, once again, me and our staff helping students get through the course with all of their issues. So you're going to see some drama, but you're going to see us take that drama to a different level with most of the students.
Okay.
And some of them we helped, and some of them we may not have helped.
Okay.
But it's going to be interesting because, like I said, you don't see schools do what we do.
Right, right.
They just don't.
And so that's why this school has been so successful over for almost a century.
We think that's why we're still open, because
Yes.
people hear good things about Franklin Beauty School, and most of our students are word of mouth. They could be word of mouth, they could be children of graduates, grandchildren of graduates. I hear that all the time.
Mom, can we get some ice cream?
Please, Mom, please.
No, we're having dinner soon.
Please.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. There are thousands of children in foster care who will take you just as you are.
So, same time next week?
Well, of course. Put away a few bucks, feel like $1 million. For free tips to help you save, go to Feed the Pig.
Danse, balance la cadence, ondule bien tes hanches au bal du dimanche. Danse, que la fête commence. Dans ma belle robe blanche, je suis ton chou.
You didn't give up on sex? Don't give up on birth control either. There are more methods than you think. Find yours at bedsider.org.
So tell me a little bit more about this show. Now you are Mama J, and what are the other cast members? Who are the other cast members?
Well, they picked out, well, you know, my teachers are in there too, Miss Ely and Miss Burns.
Okay.
And they selected certain students to be cast members, like Queensley, Mia Ryan, Corey, Blair, Jessica. And what they did with these students is, and this is the part we can't wait to see because we haven't seen this part, is when they followed the students home.
Oh my goodness. They went out of the school and followed them home?
Home to a club.
Oh, wow. They're getting a lot of information. Yeah. Wow, that's going to be
And one other thing I forgot to mention, we had a student, Yugachi was her name. She was African American, and her very close friend, I mean they were so close, was Hispanic. And they came to Franklin, and she was one of the ones that started that Mama J.
Oh.
And everybody fell in love with her. They had a problem though. They would go out every night and drink in clubs.
Oh. And
they came to school every day. I don't know how they did that. But they would go out in clubs and drink. And one day we got a call. It was so stressful and tearful for the whole school. Yugachi died.
Oh my goodness.
It was so...
that must have been an emotional time for you.
Oh
my
it was
goodness.
very emotional.
Oh, how old was she? Do you remember?
Probably 21, something like that.
That
She
is
and her
so
friend.
sad. Her whole life ahead of her, and she's
Yeah.
already gone.
So we went to her funeral and tried to support the family as best we could. As a matter of fact, I saw on Facebook, they're so excited about the show, The Family. They say they're going to watch it together, and they thanked Glenda Jemison and Franklin Beauty School for being so supportive of her death.
Oh, wow.
So that's going to be...
That's beautiful.
So they're going to
That's
see
beautiful.
some of
They're gonna
her
see
on camera.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, she was... Did you see the one with the hair show? She was in the front, Heavyset Girl?
Oh, yes, of course.
Yugachi.
Oh, that's Yugachi. We're
Talk
going to be
about
looking...
a fabulous person.
Wow.
Personality plus.
Wow, wow. And she coined Mama J.
She was one of the ones.
She was one of the ones.
Yeah, but she, I mean, she was so boisterous with it, you know.
What are some of your wildest fires you've had to put out in this school?
Fighting.
Fighting. And why are they fighting?
They don't know.
They don't just
got into an argument.
Mm-hmm.
I had you know, we have white, Hispanic, we have gay, we have African American.
Okay.
I had 2 gay students one time. One guy wanted to get with the other guy, but the other guy didn't want to get with him.
Okay.
Gay guys.
Mm-hmm.
And so one of the guys came in the school and threw a bottle of soda water. The guy was at his station by the mirror, threw a bottle of soda water on the guy that didn't want him. And we had to grab him, because the one that he threw the bottle on, because the other guy ran. And he wanted to run after him, but we got control of him and told him it's not necessary.
Wow.
For you to fight over this.
Have you ever had to call the police? Have you
Yes.
ever had to call the police? Okay.
Normally not for students, but for customers sometimes.
Customers get
Clients
wild?
that come in, yeah.
Oh, okay. Do you ever get people off the street that come in that just want to sit and talk?
No,
and
they
just
can't
hang
do
out?
that. This
Can't
is
do
a
that.
school.
Okay.
You
okay.
can come in
However
if
they-
you're getting hair services, cosmetology services, but only that.
Yes. So you said you've not met Oprah yet?
No, I have not met Oprah.
Okay. What would you say to Oprah if you met her today?
Well, first of all, I would thank her very much for, you know, buying our show, airing our show on her station, and tell her how much I used to watch her program. I used to watch her program all the time, and now I'm stuck on the OWN network. I can't turn it off. I just keep it on.
Just keep it on.
Yeah,
Yeah. I noticed it was playing out in the lobby.
Yes.
It just
We
stays
keep it on in
on.
here too. We get excited. I've seen the commercials probably 100 times, and one
What
of
is that like for you to see that? Oh, that must be.
It's a thrill.
It's a thrill.
I'm looking,
a total thrill.
wow. I really haven't absorbed the fact that
all of this is happening.
Truly happening.
Yeah, you have to pinch yourself. And be
Yeah,
like, is this
yeah,
real?
yeah.
Is this really happening?
Yeah.
You know.
I was in the grocery, and this guy, I walked in the grocery store, and this guy who bags my groceries all the time, he ran to me and found me, and he says, I told my girlfriend you were the lady on that show. And she don't want to believe me. I told her, you come in here and I bag your groceries all the time. Would you please take a picture with me so I can show her?
I love it. You know, you're going to get a lot more of that.
That's what I'm told.
Your life is about to change, and it probably already has, as you
Somewhat.
said. Somewhat, yes. Well, I want to thank you for being my guest on the show. And,
Thank you for having me.
Oh, you're very welcome. It's so pleasant. You're such a pleasure. And I also want to thank my viewing audience for watching today. And I also want to say thank you to OWN for allowing me to have this interview. God bless. Until next time.